Hi, welcome to your Jayco Jay Feather 25 RB. We're going to start the tour of your new trailer on the outside.
Hey, Jeff!
We're going to go around to the front of the trailer first. Of note here, you'll see we have your propane system, your regulator, which is a crossover regulator. What that means is if this switches over to here, it'll be draw from this tank first. But if this tank empties, it'll automatically switch to this tank without you having to switch this manually. Also on the front, you'll see the battery storage. This particular unit has an extra sway control installed. Here we have your solar connection, as well as your breakaway switch for your trailer brakes. We also have your electric tongue jack. There's a light for nighttime hookups. Up and down. You'll also note on the front here, we have some extra lighting. Those are controlled in the front compartment. So here's your front compartment. We have lighting on both sides. Here you'll see storage for your cord for your part connection. Continuing on the outside of the trailer here. Next we'll come to the shower. City water connection, so when you're at the trailer park or RV park, campground, this is where you'd put the water. A flush input for your black water tank. Here we have a nice little storage compartment, as well as the input for your satellite or cable TV. So moving along the back, you'll see we have your connection for your park power supply. And then continuing on, you'll notice that we have a little barbecue set up. Attaches on the back of the trailer. So you'll notice in here we have a drip tray. Goes in here. It's important to note that this drip tray shouldn't be left in while you're traveling. In here, if you fall out, I'd always place it in here. And here is your propane line. It works with a quick connect. So this quick connect on this end, and then over here we have a propane port, and it's also quick connect. You'll notice here that there is a valve. Switch it to the on position and then light the pilot of your barbecue. Continue on the outside. We'll come to your hot water tank. Important to note in here, the drain plug and the pressure relief valve. We'll also note your GFCI plug, mount for a TV that is optional, an output for your satellite and cable for the TV under here. We also have your fresh water tank fill point, as well as the exhaust for your fridge. Now it does say hot on there, but it's important to note, especially when it's underneath your awning and you may be near it sitting and such, that you make sure your kids are aware, if you have any or anybody that's under here with you, that this does get really hot when the furnace is in use. I'd also like to mention that this is the venting for your fridge. So don't block any of this. It needs the airflow in through the venting. Up underneath your awning, you also have 2 speakers, so you can listen to the stereo inside on the outside of your unit. Okay. Next, we'll go inside, but first I'll show you how these stairs work. So they lift up and then click into place. To open them again, simply pull that lever and let the stairs down. Now these stairs are fully adjustable via this pin right here. You can see it on the inside here. There's one on both sides. You pop that pin out and these legs will slip in and out, and you can adjust the height. Now the height of these are important because if this sits up too high, when you close the door, it'll catch. First thing in, you'll notice a switch here. That's actually for some under lighting for the stairs. We have a fire extinguisher. And here we have your control panel. You'll see that you have the awning extend. You have the main living room lights, the awning light. You'll see the awning out. Now it is important to note with these awnings, if you're getting any significant wind whatsoever, I would bring this awning in, as they will bend and break with strong wind. We have your slide out button right here to extend and retract the slide. We also have switch for your water pump, for your water heater on gas and your water heater on electric. You also notice here that we have battery indicator, a freshwater tank indicator, your black and gray water tank indicators as well. So moving into the trailer, the next thing of importance that you'll note is your thermostat. It's capacitive touch, meaning that you don't have to press hard. You can cycle through your fan, cold, and furnace. The unit GFCI is here. So if you're finding that some of the plugs aren't working, it may be that this got tripped. If the light's on, that'll mean that it has. So you press the reset and then the light goes away. In this unit, you'll also notice there is a smoke detector. It's important that you press this center button every 6 months or so just to test to make sure the battery's okay and it's actually functioning. Okay, so let's move on to the living room area. You'll notice this nice couch. It actually pulls out into the bed. Over here we have the TV and stereo system. So in order to get the stereo system to play outside, like I was showing you earlier, you will select zone 2. Zone 1 is inside the trailer. Something important to note for TV, you'll see there's a button here, and it actually says, you won't be able to pick it up in the video, it says cable and it says antenna. If it's not working, you feel like it should be, try pressing this button and switch it between antenna and cable. Sometimes it's as simple as that. Next we'll come to your fridge. You'll notice here we have an on-off, and then we have an auto and gas. If this little light here is ever on, it says check. That would check your gas connection. Maybe the valves haven't been open or not open fully. sometimes that'll fix that problem. So next we'll come to your range top and stove. These all have an automatic sparker, or igniter if you will. So to ignite it, turn to the light position, and then turn that knob, and away you go. Same for the next one, light position, turn the knob, there you go. The oven works much the same way, except you'll notice in here, your pilot, you can see the spark. So what you do is you turn this knob until it gets to the light position, and then you have to press it in and hold it while turning the igniter switch. Over here, you'll notice your main dining area. This dining table does fold down into a bed. Simply remove both of these. Make sure the tabletop is resting on here on both sides, and you're good to go. So let's move on towards the bedroom here. Before we do, we'll notice your propane carbon monoxide detector. It has a button on here as well that it's a good idea to press it every once in a while just to make sure it's functioning properly. Have a sliding pocket door here. You notice you can lock it in place if you want extra privacy. Also notice in the bedroom you're set up for a they've marked where you can put a TV bracket if you'd like a wall-mounted TV. You also have your cable out and your power here as well. Your blinds are pretty simple, they just pull down and they're all pretty much the same. Now your emergency exit, you push down on this tab while pulling up on that, pops it out, and you push this out, remove the screen, you can escape to safety. Something to note on the air conditioning, if you find that you're not getting much air through the ducting in all the different rooms, the bedroom, close this and that forces more air through these ports. Well, I hope you enjoy your new trailer. Congratulations on your purchase. I hope you enjoy it for many years and trips to come.